So, for the first week of summer here in New Zealand, I'm going to talk today about sunblock. It's a subject I talk about a lot, and I talk about the damage the sun does to our skin. So, I thought this week I'd start and just talk about why it's so important to wear sunblock, why actually sunblock is the most important product in our skincare range, even though I think a lot of us don't think of it as a part of our skincare at all. And I don't make it, I don't sell it, but I do use it every day. I didn't used to. Like when I was 20, my very early 20s, I landed in Bondi Beach. I was on the beach flying on all my days off, like everybody else. And we used it wasn't sunblock or screen, it was sun cream, and it was to bring the sun to us and to tan us up. And usually that meant having really red skin for a while that then turned to tan. And yeah, we were doing so much damage to our skin. But in fairness, then I don't think we really understood the damage, and it was only as we got a bit older that information started to be made really freely available, and we became aware of the fact that we were meant to cover up, and we started to do it as we got a bit older. But what I find now, which is actually quite alarming, is that so many young girls tell me they don't use it. They know they should, but they're saying they don't. They say they don't like the feeling of it on their skin. They think it breaks them out in spots. And a lot of mothers will tell me they can't get their teenage daughters to use it because they want tan skin. So yeah, we've come full circle and it's back in trend again. So, and I think that a lot of it as well, I don't know, but that I think when you are in your 20s or even younger, you can never imagine getting older. You can never imagine being this. So, but you will be. So look after your skin. It's really important. And what you do now makes such a difference on the future, no matter what age you are. So I've written a lot on how the sun damages your skin, and there's a blog there all about antioxidants explaining all that. So what I'm going to do today is talk about what to look for in a sunblock. As I say, I don't make it, I don't sell it, but yeah, I'm just going to talk, and I'm not going to talk about any particular brands because I think that you have to find one that suits your skin. It's like, like finding a skincare range that suits, or skincare brand or whatever that suits you. Finding a sunblock that suits you takes a wee bit of work, and everybody's skin's different. And I have tried so many. I now have one that works really well on my skin. And if you're at markets, quite often I'll let you try it. And that's a good way to try things, is to ask people to try theirs. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about the things that I think are a must. So, number one is it needs to be a dedicated sunblock. And I've talked about this before. I just don't believe that you should be using a sunblock like as your sole sunblock, the one that's in a makeup or in your skincare. Now, and I think that I've said this before, my belief there is that actually it's a false sense of security. You put it on in the morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning, you head out and you think, I'm all sorted. Like I'm covered, I protected my skin, I'm good to go. All sunblocks will tell you to reapply after 3 to 4 hours, and more frequently if you're out in harsh sun, which it is today, but I'm indoors. Or if you're outside, sweating, swimming, whatever. But no makeup or skincare brand will tell you to reapply after that period of time, and it doesn't work any better than actually it will not work as well as a dedicated sunblock. So it just doesn't make sense to me, because so that's my reasoning for that. Also, one of the things that I'll always say is use more than you think you need to use, and you're never going to do that with a face cream or a makeup. You use the same amount, that you always use. You're not going to use extra to get that coverage. So yeah, in my books, it's a bit of a marketing thing, and I don't think it's right at all. I'm going to stick by that. So a dedicated sunblock. A broad spectrum. Now, broad spectrum means it's protecting you from the UVA and the UVB. You want to protect yourself from both of these. UVA, think aging. That's the thing that causes your skin to look damaged, to be damaged. And we want to avoid that if we can. And also then the UVB, I just think batty. That's the thing that causes cancer. So if you get a broad spectrum, you're protecting yourself from both of those. You need to use a product that's got SPF of 30 at least. Also, I believe it needs to be certified and scientifically tested. Because even though in New Zealand, they're very lax standards with sunblock, and I don't understand that because we've got really high rates of skin cancer. But there are no real standards that people have to apply. So just make sure you use one that has got actual certification there. And last year there was a study done by New Zealand, Consumer New Zealand, where they found a few brands that actually didn't perform to the level they said they did. So I'm writing a blog on this, so I will link to that so you can just find these brands that maybe you can avoid using. I wouldn't bother using those if they actually don't do what they say they're meant to do. And then the last thing, and I think this is so important, is that you must like it. It must suit your skin. It must, you want to put it on, because if you have a product that you don't like the feel of, you're never going to use it. So find it. Yeah, so as I say, you can go either start off with really small packets or go and try, go to a place where you can try it all on, walk around, see what it feels like, get someone to, give you a little bit, put it on, see how it feels. Yeah, because that's really important. I saw an article the other day by a woman who has done a comparison of 8 natural sunblocks. And she just said how it felt to her, what her kids thought of it. She's even done like a breakdown of the costs. So that's a good place to start. I'll link that in the blog as well. Some of those didn't work for me at all. But, as I say, I still think that you have to go and try certain things and see how they work on your own skin. But it's a good place to start, and it gives you a good things to start trying on. So anyway, that's it from me. Have a great summer. Look after your skin. Try and stay out of the sun between 10 and 4. And like I'm sure you've been told many times, the best thing to do is stay in the shade, wear a hat, but also wear sunblock. And it's not just in the sun, you need to wear it every day. Good habit to get into in summer now, and then have it as part of your skincare routine, that you're putting it on every day. And that's the best way to look after your skin. Keep it as youthful and as gorgeous as possible forever. Anyway, bye.